Autodesk Inventor, working with presentations. Alright, doing a presentation, I'm going to click on New, go down here to Standard Presentations, double click on that. I want to find an assembly. You first have to do an assembly to do a presentation. Otherwise you could do an individual part, but that's really not anything to that. So I'm going to click up here on this marker that was done, open that up. There's my marker. I'm going to tell it to put it in more of a 3D view there. It's a little bit hard to see. I'm going to go back over like I did on a previous video, change my options on this one for color and change it to high contrast. I hope to see this one a little bit better. So I'll close that. Alright, so on the presentation, what we're going to do is actually expand this out. We can make videos and all kinds of stuff from here. First thing I want to do is start doing some tweaks on it. So I click on my tweak button up here. I click on an object, a part, and it says which way do you want to move it, and I can select with the different arrows which direction to move it. I want to move it this way, but the arrow's pointing the wrong direction. I'm actually going to put in a negative 1.5 inches and move that cap off 1.5 inches, and then I'm going to click OK, and then I'm going to turn it around and pull the other parts out. So again, I'm going to click on tweak. I need to click on this rear cap here, tell it that I want to move that direction, and I'm going to tell it to move this one 3 inches because that's a little bit more that we've got to move out of there. So then my next part that I want to tweak is click in there and go tweak on that felt piece, and I'm going to have to turn it a little bit just so I can get in there and touch that one and go, that's the object I want. Here's my arrow and say go this way, and again you can see the arrows pointing the opposite direction we want to go, so I'm going to go negative 2 inches and just pull it out like that. Click back on my house here, put it in that view, and there's kind of a separated view of that. I click OK. Now there's a lot of features that we can do inside here, and one of them is we can actually play the animation that we've just created, so you can see the parts and pieces moving in that. You can come back in and add additional tweaks to this. So there's that part. I'm going to go ahead and say let's do another tweak. I'm going to hit the tweak button here, click on this cap, and what I want to do is instead of move it, I want to rotate it. And so then here I can go in and say, well, which direction do I want to rotate it, giving me my different axis of rotation. So I'm going to go, let me go right here and tell it to go around that diameter there. Right now there's 0 degrees of rotation. I'm going to get it to go like 1.25 times or something. So I'm going to go 360 degrees, gives me 1 complete turn, times, I'm going to turn it 1.25 times. So then I click on that and say OK. Now when I click the play button this time, you're going to see everything will move nice and smooth, pulling all those parts and pieces out, and in the order we did it, and then get that cap to spin. So there we go. You can also create that into a video by going up here and selecting the video options. You can create some videos. That's presentations.